They make the day move.
They make me remember things.
No, memories don't make you remember. Brain cells make you remember.
Gray matter.
What's gray?
Oh, your brain?
No. Your brain's not gray.
Yeah.
It's pink.
No.
You know, when I was a kid,
it's pink.
When I was a kid, I used to think all your thoughts were stored in the wrinkles in your brain, and the really smart people had more wrinkles, and really dumb people had totally
smooth brains.
Just like a brain, you know, you pull the putty out of an egg.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah,
that's what
it's
it is.
That.
Yeah, that's awesome. It makes a lot of sense.
I would ask a lot of questions when I was a kid, and my parents got tired of coming up with the actual answers. So they just make shit up.
A lot like dog tooth.
Parents.
Yeah,
exactly.
It is like
dog tooth.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why that movie.
I remember I asked why people get heart attacks, and my dad said the heart, when it beats, has to go from the inside of your back to the inside of your chest. In fat people, the space is so wide that the heart gets worn out going back.
Oh my god!
And my teacher, I was in like second grade, and the teacher was talking about cholesterol problems, trying to teach us how to eat healthy, and I was like, I know this one. Listen here. It's like that scene in Waterboy when he kept saying, well, Mama says.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, man. I know that, what was
Something's wrong with him with Blangata.
I used to ask...
I've seen The Waterboy.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I actually forgot what I was going to say.
Doesn't matter.
Does it? No, you're right. Nothing matters.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to add that to my Nihilist cartoons.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped. I think I'm just going to make them into t-shirts.
I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Just like in that order.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Start like a sentence. That'd be a good, like like a deconstruction of that already.
Just a progression of just...
It would have to be way later. Because I'm thinking of them maybe like memes, but the faces are different each time. Thinking about like Curse Wolf memes. You know, like there's top text, bottom text is the punchline.
I don't know if you can like generate your own memes though.
What do you mean?
It's hard, man.
Memes are they're almost like a mirror of real evolution. They come about like from one person taking something that exists and twisting it in a certain way.
Well,
and
like just the format of actual meme is just a repeated idea, right?
Yeah, exactly, with small changes over time, just like evolution.
Well, I'm just using the
way people use memes now.
The common like understood definition of a meme.
Well, we should like internet meme. That's
meme,
different than
with
a meme.
the top text, bottom text, face in the middle.
Internet meme.
Just taking that, riffing on that, like vessel, whatever. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for.
You know what sucks is when people. I mean, you're trying to do this, but it sucks when people who aren't funny make their own memes and then put them on Facebook.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
I don't see that stuff.
You must have a friends list of awesome friends then.
Well, I just block every time I see something annoying. They're gone forever.
I give people like a few chances, and then I see the last one. I'm like, no, I go out of my way to go to your page. It's hard to unfollow someone, defriend someone now.
No, I don't think. I don't unfriend them. I just block or unfollow.
There's an unfollow.
I unfriend them because why do I need to be friend?
I just don't want them to know. I'm too ashamed.
Fuck.
I'm too ashamed. I just want them out of my life, and I don't want them to know.
It takes a lot of shit.
Well, let's put it this way. You're not gonna like say if you have a friend in high school and you used to hang out with them a lot. And then
they turn out to be a horrible racist?
Well, no, that's not where I was going.
That's what it like, I fuck you.
Well, it's not that extreme. Like, they just aren't funny anymore to you. So you just stop hanging out with them. That's unfollowing. Yeah. You don't go up to their face and say, I'm not your friend anymore.
I'm not your friend anymore.
Yeah,
all right,
that's unfriending.
But now it's just like, my life, everyone's life is cluttered with, like, people who they don't give a shit. And, like, making them mad at some point because, like, I'm a vegan and here's why.
Yeah.
8 times a day.
Yeah.
Like, fine.
Yeah.
But... Cut to before Facebook, I still like this person because they're not... Yeah. I don't have to listen to their diatribe even when I'm not around them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Even if it's for like 5 minutes.
So now I'm just... It's like hard to... I have so much anxiety posting stuff that isn't like sharing this or art anymore because of like, how are people going to react to this? Oh, what do they think that I mean by this? Or, oh no, nobody gave a shit about this. Even worse, nobody even noticed. Nobody thought that this joke that I went out of my way to post because I don't post shit, but if I do post it, I think it's hilarious or whatever. No reaction.
Well, you know what?
delete it because I'm ashamed of myself.
There's a difference between getting like likes and comments on your post, and people see it. Like, that's something I figured out. But
they didn't like it enough to even touch their phone.
Well, no, people feel weird. There's
that makes me self-conscious. I know I shouldn't.
I'm the same. I only like, like a tenth of the things I actually
exactly
like.
Even my best friends will post something and I just gloss over it just because it's not like I hate it or
should
don't
we
agree
be
with
more
it.
generous? We need to be more generous in
it's too much.
social media.
No, for me it's too much work to just go by click.
That's too much work.
That's ridiculous.
That is where we're at.
I think
I want to see everything. I don't want to be involved.
You're afraid you'll like something, then later it'll be proven that person was a murderer. And
that's not true. You're reading into that a lot. I'm trying to say that
you're ashamed.
I'm reading a feed and it just interrupts the reading.
Well, that's what I'm
the
saying.
feed.
Well, I'm saying I'm ashamed of
post.
myself for giving a shit, but I can't help it because ego. Like the Freudian ego. Like I need to be known that I'm here. Look at me.
Everyone wants to be. What did Patton Oswalt say? Everyone wants to be heard and understood. Mm-hmm. Everyone. No one can get over that need.
And some people need it way more than others.
Yeah, like it'll come out in their personality if they aren't heard or ever understood. Mm-hmm.
They end up being serial killers.
Like Jeremy, that's a person who has never been heard or understood once.
Like the guy from the Pearl Jam song.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah,
poor guy.
He's spoken.
Speaking of songs.
Yeah, Jeremy is broken. Jeremy is the head club for movies. We love the Pearl Jam.
I like it. That was violent.
This is the Hair Club for Movies, a movie club podcast where we pick a movie every week and talk about it.
Talk about the movie.
I'm Michael.
I'm Drew B.
And I'm Andrew.
And this week I got to choose The Rock.
The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson.
From 1996.
And
Michael Bay's finest work.
It is a Michael Bay movie that is... to be sure.
So what do you guys think? You neither of you had seen this, right?
Like I've seen silent clips of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
but this is like your first time having to watch the whole 2 hours and 15 minutes of that glorious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I went into this like with high hopes, but like, oh, Michael, he's trying to, good taste usually, he likes, his nostalgia factors in. I'm like, oh, maybe he just, really liked this when he was younger.
Can I say one thing about Michael Bay? Mm-hmm. I'm astounded that he's never... I mean, I've looked because, they're popular movies and they're action movies. I've seen most of his movies, sadly.
Sure.
But...
he's only made like 12.
Really?
There are some non-shitty ones.
If you exclude the Transformers, not that many.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Transformers 1, it's still fucking awesome.
Still good, and not great.
Well, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say that it astounds me that he really has never grown as a person or a director. his maturity is remained at that same.
He uses
high
the
school
same set of
level.
Tools that he has used since the beginning.
He has not changed a single
thing. The Michael
thing.
Bay camera move, like the spinning,
the
while
goddamn boom shots for no reason. He can't keep the camera still.
I remember I watched their hair plug. We've talked about this before, but the Every Frame of Painting.
Yeah.
There's one on Michael Bay.
Oh, there is.
Just talking about.
Damn it, I haven't seen it.
And I watched it a while ago, but I'm glad that I've watched that, and then now that I am myself observing a Michael Bay movie, it's so like blatant.
Yeah.
It's just like he'll move the camera when people are like talking or not doing or something mundane.
They won't be moving. And the camera moves to add excitement.
It implies action. Yeah. So that's
sucks.
So if you think about all the times the camera is moving when there isn't a car chase or like someone's running or the camera's just following that character.
Yeah.
Think about if those shots were just still. That would be fucking boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know?
So he uses the camera to inject action where it doesn't really
it's
need
literally
to be.
he's moving the camera to move the plot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
in a visual.
So what? You guys,
I think he's
I'm
moving
getting
the camera to hold.
I'm
interest,
getting the
not
idea
to
that you
move
guys
the
loved it, right?
No. Nope.
That is not the word I would use.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say up front, I give this an Andrew.
Yeah.
So
I give it a Michael Bay.
I give it a Michael.
I give it a Michael.
I give it an
Bay.
Andrew with an asterisk.
Michael Bay is lower than Andrew.
It's bad, but I was fucking.
The movie's not that bad though.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
are you kidding me?
It is.
What I mean, there's things to love about it. Right?
Well, there are not. There are no things to love.
One of my
about it.
favorite lines is at the end when Mason, Sean Connery's character.
Stop. Before you say your favorite line, we should, for the people,
Summarize.
we should summarize
Okay,
this.
so this follows an FBI biochemist named Stanley Goodspeed, played by Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
And
his best role.
he has to help the government disarm these missiles that are aimed at San Francisco, armed with sarin gas.
No. It was something else.
VX.
They were talking.
Yeah.
They were
That's right.
using sarin as like an example.
Sarin's real, I think.
yeah,
So
it
this
is.
like
VX is not.
and
VX is a.
they
kind
have
of
to
camera.
use James Bond,
Yes.
Sean Connery,
Yeah.
who is
Retired
a
James Bond.
British SAS
Oh,
fighter. Who's
Exactly. Yeah.
I know why you picked this movie because we've talked about this before, right?
What?
That this movie, The Rock, is a secret James Bond movie.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Sean Connery is a British SAS intelligence officer that
Wow,
was
I guess we would
wrongfully
have talked about-
imprisoned without a trial
Yeah.
for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he escaped from multiple maximum security prisons, including Alcatraz.
Mm-hmm.
You look so upset, Andrew.
I don't like this movie. I don't like this movie.
Well, okay, so yeah.
Like, even that fact is just unimpressive to me. It's just like, I don't care.
You didn't enjoy any of it, though?
There was not a single moment that I was like,
I was
enthralled.
basically just trying to figure out the motivation. Like, okay, what is Frank's motivation? Just money.
this is
Frank,
job. This is job.
who's-
No, Frank. He's the guy. Ed Harris.
That's what really bothered me. He's all in, and then he, one thing goes wrong, and he's like, oh, I'm making a mistake.
No, that's not what I mean. Though.
No,
It's
really,
he wants justice at the
Yeah.
beginning. It seems like
There
it's
are
like,
so many
and
fucking-
he's willing to put someone in danger. Like, he's taking a whole city hostage.
And his whole team that
Yeah.
he cares about. There's that one scene where the guy gets left in that room with the shit, and he's just
Yeah.
like, "Sorry, bro."
Yeah.
Other guy,
Sorry,
bad
bro.
house.
Yeah, that's like
We got money to
that's
take.
the opening scene. I
Yeah.
like that they start out by characterizing the villain. He's actually more.
Well, that's the thing. That's one thing that is.
That was
interesting.
important. I do like
But-
that they spent time on the villain before you got to know the less interesting
Yeah,
fucking main
because you're like,
characters.
okay, I get what. I don't even.
What if
get
the movie
what,
was about Ed Harris and just fuck Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery? From
would
his
probably be a
perspective,
more interesting.
that'd
movie.
probably be a way more interesting. Because
I,
it started off as
I
a way more
disagree
interesting
because
movie.
I think a lot of action movies they talk about there'll be like a giant elite squad that's faced with a task, and then it gets whittled down to the last few individuals who are the least likely to actually succeed, but have a few sets of skills that are actually beneficial.
You are talking about Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, but this movie
And
does
a
that
lot
too.
of-
and a lot of movies.
This movie does that too, and I think it does it really well because it actually makes sense why the two characters, Mason and Goodspeed, would not have gone into that shower room, why they were not massacred with everybody else, and why they would be the only two that would be capable of surviving and disarming the rockets and saving the day.
I don't know about surviving.
Well, no one else would have
way
the
they
knowledge that Mason has of
No, I get
Alcatraz
I get
Island.
the disarming thing, and yes, he knew how to get through the imaginary tunnels underneath Alcatraz, but
Yeah.
with fucking mining shafts and coal carts or whatever. I forget.
Well,
what
this is like parallel Earth, man.
crucibles. And
It
shit like
was
that.
actually a fort in the Civil War.
It was, but those tunnels don't exist.
No, not
In
to
this-
that extent.
in
You'd
this-
imagine
yeah.
there's a few tunnels. but
There
not
are sewage pipes. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Well, sounds like you could crawl through some shit
yeah.
to get to.
Not every
place.
sewage pipe is crawl throughable.
Oh, if you're small enough.
You know what?
If you have
Actually,
a shrink ray,
I'm going to jump to a
you can
different
go
movie.
inside of
Speaking
anything.
of sewage tanks,
Shawshank Redemption.
Yes, I don't know why I'm just thinking of this. Logically, Andy Dufresne would have died in the tunnels.
Like suffocating.
Yeah, suffocated. There would be no oxygen. Nothing but methane.
It's written down. It's a true story. though.
I'm just saying, I watched it like a couple weeks ago because it was on Netflix, and I was like, oh yeah, he would have just died and been a dead body in a pipe.
I don't know too much about sewage systems, but I know that they have to be vented. Like every house, there's always a vent. This is not interesting for people.
A shit vent.
The reason most people's bathrooms are in a vertical line in some degree is because they're vented through the roof. Mm-hmm. And all sewage lines are vented to the outside air at some point.
Oh, I get
The only
that.
reason your sinks and toilets don't smell is because there's a water block built into them. That's like stopping that air from getting into your room.
You're right,
Okay,
you're right.
So my second.
I'm
note,
still.
But if you're crawling through the pipe
he probably
itself,
still would have suffocated.
it's
That
not
takes
air.
some, like,
Air
creative-
doesn't get through the pipes. It's just the the stuff in the pipes.
and it's
gets
like an
out.
old prison.
Yeah, totally.
So-
Yeah, they don't have safety.
What was your
valves.
point? That was just you were just jumping.
I was just thinking of pipes. Yeah,
just thinking about pipes.
Well,
you
that's
know.
a prison escape movie, and this
Right.
is
Yeah,
like the opposite
exactly.
of a prison escape.
suck on that. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sucking on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of sucking on things,
Yeah.
I noticed that in
Nicolas Cage.
in one of the tourists in Alcatraz is you guys have seen Borat, right?
Yeah.
You know the prostitute,
Sacha Baron Cohen.
not Sacha Baron. Yes, he plays Borat. The prostitute that he brings to the dinner and he gets kicked out, and then she's like,
Oh, yeah.
with him. She's one of the
Oh no shit.
yeah.
Oh, so
That's
this was like an
awesome.
early role. I also heard
She's a comedian too.
Yeah.
Louis Guzman. He has
Guzman.
he's like an extra in this movie.
Who's that?
Is he the gay?
Luis
Is he
Guzman?
the gay
Yeah.
barber?
Oh,
He's
oh.
an extra.
Okay, yeah.
So he's not the gay barber.
The one they build.
do
Oh
you
my
keep
god!
saying that?
What a like. I was thinking about that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the most disturbing things in this.
It's 1996, and first of all, I thought.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I thought you were talking about Louis Guzman.
No,
First of
no.
all,
Louis Guzman?
Luis Guzman. They build a
Louis Guzman.
Louis Guzman.
Alright.
They build a statue of him at Greendale College.
Yeah.
Community.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
But okay,
Yeah, that
so
gay barber.
the gay barber.
Yeah.
First of all, I thought it was Harland Williams for a
No, but that actor did go on to star in a short-lived sitcom called Boston Commons.
I knew
remember
that
watching
fucking guy
when it
from
was on,
something.
yeah.
But I thought he was Harlan Williams, not Harlan Williams. Anyways,
Yeah.
1996. This shows you where we were at in society.
Yeah.
That he was such a caricature of like
Yeah.
a gay person. First of
Yeah.
all, he's a barber,
Yeah.
which fucking whatever.
Whatever.
But it was the way he was like such a like cartoon
There was
of a gay person.
when he was in the elevator after Sean Connery was escaping.
Oh yeah.
That was the most painful thing to watch. He
Well,
was
I
like,
can't remember.
I don't care. I can't do a gay voice. He was like, I don't care what
You
you're escaping
can't?
for or what you did. I just want to know, do you like your haircut?
Oh,
Yeah.
And
that's
the
probably
most-
the worst
God
part
damn.
of that character.
Like,
God damn.
what- it's-
it made no sense.
It's like the equivalent of like having a black dude on that's
Yeah.
like eating chicken.
Just
You know
it
what
was
I mean?
that. It was
Like-
that hard to watch.
Massa, I just want to know, did you like your chicken?
It was exactly.
It would have been exactly. It's exactly the same.
That is the
It's
exact-
just as fucking bad.
Oh god.
It is should like that wasn't that long
There was
ago.
another line.
It's 20 years ago.
There was another
Yep.
line. Sean Connery later. This one made me fucking angry too. I almost stopped watching. And I normally don't get angry about this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Clearly, but
PC stuff.
yeah. But he was like,
Because you're a Mac man.
you go on. Losers always go on about their best. Winners fuck the prom queen.
Oh, yeah.
Classic line.
And
Yeah.
then he like shot that down because he was like, Carla was the prom queen.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, oh,
And
these
he was
two.
like, oh shit, really?
Really great.
Sorry.
Did you guys catch? There's actually a very subtle reference to Lethal Weapon.
Well,
I haven't
Oh,
typed
I'm
that.
too old for this.
Yeah, he says it. And I'm almost positive that's like a reference to the
too
classic
old for this
buddy
shit.
action
Ow,
film.
wait a minute. How do you? What is that plagiarizing another movie? Is
It's
that
not plagiarizing because
Is it just referencing?
he's saying
Yeah.
I'm too old for this.
There's another movie, Sneakers, which came out in '92. Classic, really good hacking movie. This one's actually a good movie. It's got
Yeah,
Dan
yeah.
Aykroyd and Sidney Poitier. Like one of the best ensemble casts.
Oh,
Robert
yeah.
Redford is the lead.
Fuck yeah.
Is that the hacker movie you're talking about?
Yeah, it's really good, but they make a really cheesy reference to Lethal Weapon in that too. At one point, Sidney Poitier, one of the most renowned African American actors of all time,
Yeah.
is trips while he's like jumping over a counter and he says, "I'm getting too old for this shit." Still a good movie, but
What is
Hair
there?
plug.
This is a good question. Is there any
Sneakers.
ramifications for like taking even like more than just a throwaway line from another movie? and
Absolutely,
putting it
I
in
don't
your
think
movie?
so.
no, I mean,
Is it always just considered like referential? Because if you like
there's
write a book,
point where you're
doing
if
that,
you're
it's like-
stealing an entire situation and like it's a blatant ripoff, then that's wrong. But if you're just taking a line and you're like,
are there any consequences?
Think about
because
music.
I don't think there ever.
as
could
long
be.
as the line is not the exact same word for word, I mean, it's still even.
But
then
I'm
it
getting
would
too
be-
old for this shit. Is
But it's just it's too
and there's also
It's too
movies like
ambiguous
there's also
because-
movies like Tropic Thunder which are like
a
doing
reference, right?
But that's the thing, like
whole
they're
thing is a
quote unquote
reference.
referencing, but
And they're
like
recreating shots.
but if you're trying to
Well,
do
look-
that
think
in
about
written form,
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
He steals almost entire.
that's
whole
another.
movies.
That's an even better example. Like he can do whole like pretty much plots.
It's art, man. Great
called
artists.
an-
Well,
Yes.
no. In other forms, taking that much from another artist is considered plagiarism.
Definitely not. Think about cover songs. Think about old blues songs.
Cover songs, they pay to use those though.
No, they don't.
No, you can cover anything. Drew could.
What?
Well, there are some things like you can't
What if you
sing the
make money
Happy
off of
Birthday
it, though?
song.
You can now because it's in free use.
Oh.
It's in fair use. But it's weird.
You know what I'm
Copyright
saying,
stuff
though,
is
like-
I understand what you're saying, but then think about like hip hop samples and stuff. Like you can.
What about like comedy? Because this is
you steal comedy? That's a different thing because that's like something that.
but it's subjective still because you're taking a kind of premise and not doing it word for word.
Yeah, and those comics, I don't think they're prosecuted, but the best we can do is ridicule them.
You're right about
But
that.
it's
They're
also-
not prosecuted.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's also
like
the-
Dane Cook can still
you're right.
go out and be a
yeah.
comedian,
It's
but
also-
no, it's not
okay,
as
never mind.
respected.
It's like that thing we're talking about with like Armageddon. And,
The ramifications are normally just your reputation.
Yeah,
I see.
Armageddon and
That's a big
what's
deal
the
for
other
comedy.
one
Well, it is, yeah.
that came out with Armageddon? Comic movie, whatever. Asteroid movie.
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
That
Elijah
phenomenon.
Woodhouse.
That phenomenon of the parallel thinking.
Yeah.
Is also with comedy. I think yes, it's obvious if you're blatantly stealing something.
Yeah,
George
yeah.
Lopez style.
Yeah, yeah.
But if parallel thinking, like some setups are the same. I heard Mark Maron talk about this, and a couple people talking about this already. That's why I already have a stand on it.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, that's parallel thinking. Like some setups are gonna be the same. Like how many comedians have jokes about their fucking mother-in-law or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just like this is a setup. But if you do something different with that,
Well, there's
or
ways to
even
use.
come to the same conclusion, it's not necessarily plagiarizing because if you didn't hear that, that's different though. Yeah, because it's
There's ways to use your intuition about. Okay, is this coincidental or is this?
Right.
You can definitely tell that
Right.
this person has seen this work and intentionally or unintentionally, it's
Yeah.
influencing their.
I
their
think
own work.
what we should realize that none of us know the answer to this question. Or
Yeah,
it's
we're
like a
all-
little-
I just think it's an interesting idea
Yeah.
for movies, like how they can
like
take
how
some.
far can you go?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And then people like Shia LaBeouf, he made that movie that was completely a ripoff of some graphic novel, and he didn't credit it, and he was persecuted for it.
Yeah,
And but if somebody does it with permission,
I kind of want to research this.
Speaking of
Fine.
Michael Bay,
Shia LaBeouf.
Speaking of Transformers, yeah.
Nice glue.
I double checked. Michael Bay really has only directed 12 major motion pictures, and 5 of those are Transformers movies.
Oh my god!
I think the 5th
Wait,
one
was
hasn't
this one
come
his
out
first
yet.
then?
No,
Second
that's
movie?
all right.
Did he do Bad Boys and Bad Boys
He did
2?
Bad Boys
Yes,
was
yeah.
his first one. He was known as a music video director before
Yeah.
that.
Just like Mick
So
G.
course
he
he
did
was.
Bad
Like
Boys,
Mick G.
The
God
Rock,
damn.
Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, then Bad Boys 2.
Bad
Wow.
Boys and Bad Boys 2 are some of the best
Bad
fucking
Boys-
action comedies
Yeah.
to ever be
Bad
made.
Boys, I think, is his best movie. I think it's his best
Bad Boys 2 is also great.
Well, watch it again. You might not think that way.
yeah, I guess
Bad Boys 2 is more like The Rock than it is Bad Boys.
I just Will Smith can't really do even if he's shitty like
yeah.
And Mark
Oh,
Lawrence,
I
too,
get it.
like-
I still
Yeah.
like Bad Boys 2. It's still like, the
Yeah.
Bad Boysy thing.
You guys
but
remember? Oh,
It
go
went.
ahead.
It went more towards The Rock.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, I guess it's been a while
heavy
since I've seen
military, like sort of just jizz being shot everywhere.
I feel like I watched it at work and that's about it.
Wait, when did he
Shit
make
just
Pearl
got
Harbor?
real.
He made that after Armageddon. Okay.
Yeah, 2001.
That I think was his second best movie.
What was?
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Awful.
Fuck Pearl Harbor.
I know. I really think it was his one of actually maybe his best movie.
Pearl Harbor?
I'm sure that
Go back and watch
his movie tropes aren't as like
it's not about the tropes
shoved
in that
in.
movie. It's the fucking pointless romantic subplots.
Yeah, his movies
No, I
are
get
really
that.
long.
I
Like
get
this
that.
movie is 2 hours.
This
and
movie
15
could have been
minutes.
an hour and a
Pearl
half.
Harbor was like Pearl Harbor was like
Well,
3 and a
there's
half,
like
I
an
think.
hour of setup before they even start invading
Okay,
Alcatraz.
let me talk
That
about
was the
this.
worst part.
Let me talk about this setup you speak of because it's a non-setup.
Well,
I don't
there's a
know.
really good car chase.
Okay, fuck you. I don't know shit about these characters.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about these characters.
You know that
other
Nicolas
than their
Cage
names
likes the
and that they
Beatles.
exist and that
He-
Nicolas Cage
And
likes
they
the
have
Beatles.
a job doing stuff.
There's no there's no connection to these characters. They're fucking one-dimensional fucking placeholder characters, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like so hard.
That's why I
like,
said that we got to know Ed Harris's character.
but not
way-
even.
Well, way more.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Like because at the beginning he's framed as this like he's doing something for the injustice or whatever. And then turns out he just wants fucking money.
Well, he's getting
And
the
he's
money
killing
for.
people and he's willing
No,
to
he's
kill
trying to
people.
get like 90 million to give 87 of it out to like the 87 people that were
What
forgotten.
a fucking
and,
convoluted way to do it.
I know that
It
he
is.
could
I guess,
request
but and
funds.
I was thinking about this. Like, okay, like let me try to rationalize it and accept it. Like, PTSD, and he's fucking just
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
institutionalized by the army.
Why
whatever.
didn't he? Because he was clearly like
But
a
still
tactician.
putting like anyone like
He's putting other innocent people in
Yeah,
danger.
it's
That
an-
seems
it's insane.
backwards because he's fucking.
Well, that it comes out in the movie that the bathroom scene where like all the other Marines get killed. He's like, well, fuck, I'm trying to save veterans. And
he's like
killing
screaming,
Okay.
"Stop firing,
Yeah.
cease fire!" Like while they're killing the other.
because this is the part he
Marines.
didn't.
fucking 39 hours into it or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you care so much about killing people if you're willing to arm these incredibly deadly explosives?
Well,
Like,
he
there's-
did. He did say later in the movie he was like, "It was a bluff, and they called my bluff, so it's over." But he should have did that when the soldiers came in. He's
It
like,
just-
fuck.
It's just, I mean, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I haven't written a movie, and I always say that's shitty. That's bad writing, but
Yeah.
I could probably I could write this movie. I just wrote down
Anyone
that
could.
I didn't even write it down. I meant to, but this movie kept reminding me. I thought of it actually, my girlfriend said that it reminds her of like a parody of these kinds of movies.
Yeah.
and that instantly made me think of Threat Level Midnight.
Yeah.
This movie, this is
Yeah.
what Michael Scott saw this and was like,
You know when?
fuck,
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, he's.
We gotta call-
You imagine.
We gotta
Michael
call the
Scott.
president. We gotta save the president. Get the president on the phone.
Michael
If there's
Scott is
ever any
Is
of those
the
lines,
president in this movie?
no, but they say
No.
get the president on
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
If that line is
They have a
ever
room
in the
full of
fucking
generals.
movie,
Might as well. Be
I
the
don't
president.
like that movie.
Well, and they.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they
Wait.
do have to consider
Batman vs
launching.
Superman. Batman vs Superman had that scene.
Okay, asterisk. I want to get a shirt that just says whatever asterisk because I
You do
am-
make blanket statements from
Well, absolutely, but then I
doesn't.
am a revisionist.
So,
Oh, God.
Mostly just a hypocrite.
I
yeah.
think that. I imagine Michael Bay's writing staff. I think he.
It's not like that. He just picks movies to direct, right? And these are just random people
Yeah.
that wrote this. I'm sure, probably right. I
Well,
mean,
just in my fictitious mind.
actually, let's-
I imagine.
I feel like movies like this get written by people like Michael Scott. that
No,
are, like,
no. Even worse
obsessed.
than that.
actually, this does have 5 writing credits.
Of course
There you
it
go.
does.
Because it
God
was written and
damn.
rewritten and rewritten
Yeah,
and rewritten.
the
I was just about to say that. I was like, his writing staff is a committee of frat leaders.
Just
Like he goes to like a college and he gets all the frat leaders, like all of the frat leaders together. And he's just in a room. They spend an hour on a movie. They're like, all right, let's ideas.
He just,
like, oh, dude, prom queen. Like the main character has to say something about fucking her because winners fuck her.
that makes us strong.
Oh God.
the only blood in my veins is the blood in my dick. I don't know what that
That
means.
is a hell of a quote.
Yeah, write it down,
Yeah,
kids.
write it down, kids.
My biggest issue, it sounds like you guys have the same issue, when they're down to only 2 rockets left. And they can, like, when you are holding someone hostage, your only leverage is the threat of hurting someone.
Yeah.
But once that threat is no longer there, like, you have nothing.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
it's insane that these like all the decisions at the end, Ed Harris's decisions and the people that work for him.
Yeah, they were like,
all,
we can
they
still
lost their minds.
You can still what?
Well, they're just in it. They're too far deep.
Yeah,
you know,
they're also meathead
meathead
soldiers. They're not tacticians.
No, but I think almost everybody had a rank. They weren't like.
No, yeah, they had.
You can't be completely.
I'm not saying these are the most believable characters.
That's what I meant. Like, yes, they just so happened to call them captain and major and stuff like that, but their characters were fucking just meathead soldiers.
And I feel like they were probably like not in the military anymore.
No,
maybe?
I don't think so. Like they were retired.
Yeah. Well, most of them were. I think.
So where did they get all that equipment? They just had it.
They stole it.
They stole
remember
it.
at the opening scene, they stole all that shit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, what did you guys think about the
show
Rocket Man scene? When
that was retarded. I couldn't believe it.
I don't like that. What's he say? I don't like that soft shit.
Yeah.
Because he's talking to Tony Todd, the historic actor from Candyman, which is one of my favorite horror films.
I was going to say, Candyman's another
Yeah, and he says, what do you think of Elton John? And Tony Todd says something like, I don't like that wimpy shit, or that. Yeah.
I was checking out a couple periods of this movie, so it might have been one of the periods I was checking out.
Well, he shoots a rocket into his chest, and he gets thrown out the window and
then
into
impaled on a fence.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. I wanted my.
What did he say after it? He was like, "Do you like how that works?" or something. What did he say?
I don't know.
God damn it! It's so useless.
There were so many fucking lines. Well, okay, just a random note I have is gross Nick Cage sex.
Yeah, that's
It's not working. It's not working. That's pretty good Nick Cage, wasn't it?
That was pretty good.
He does. This is like where his overacting, I think, really began.
It kind of. Some of it like really works. This is.
But I think it worked well enough in this movie that he kept doing it.
Right.
Which is not good.
Which is not good.
Some of his choices are just so fucking. I know that's his whole thing. It's just
he probably had a bunch of yes men.
No,
attack
dude,
him
it's
at the end of this movie.
It's all him. I think it's truly just.
Really?
He's just maybe he had yes men and then he started. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, that's what I mean. Like he probably tried this out, and then
a
lot of people are like, that performance was so much better than anything you've ever done. He was like, okay, I'm gonna do that.
No. I heard he wears some like weird ashes around his neck. Some like
what?
He's into like magic. With like,
that's awesome!
Fucking of course he would.
Sweet,
yeah.
Michael, goddamn.
Well, but like I think
that's cool.
His acting style is like pure chaos.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I think that's.
I've never seen Face Off. I've always
really.
Oh, I have seen it. And
speaking of Face Off, John Travolta.
Let's just say
John Travolta was. They filmed part of I Am Wrath. The new John Travolta movie. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
What?
At Old Familiar Barbershop.
Oh, that's finally coming out.
It's not going to theaters. It's going straight to DVD.
Wait, they did it at Old Familiar?
Yeah, right across the street from Care Bar.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. To go in
yeah, they're in the barbershop, and I remember going there and.
Okay, can we take bets on like
off
what that scene was?
It's probably like I think it's like a mob movie. I think he's going there to like talk to somebody.
No, I bet he kills someone. I bet he kills someone
there
with a old razor. Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, hair plug.
And I bet he has tattoos and
stuff.
Hair plug, yeah.
Yeah, go see that movie because that's cool. And I think there's going to be a showing of it somewhere.
I lived literally a block away from that barbershop before I moved.
Yeah, I mean, it's just down the road
block,
still.
Yeah. Yeah, still, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to crash! Save yourselves! That guy was my favorite guy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All right, I gotta go check out something.
Okay.
We did crash.
Really?
Crash and burn.
That was the wrong time. There you go. All right.
While he's drunk with his friends.
I take pleasure in gutting you, boy. I take pleasure in gutting you, boy.
What is that from?
That's from this movie. Nicolas Cage says it. While he's laying in the cell after they got captured.
He's just quoting.
And he's quoting, like over and over, I take pleasure in gutting you, boy. And he's just saying
I must have.
Yeah, he's like laying on the floor. It's like he's upside down.
I must have clocked out at that point too.
Oh man, there's some great acting right there.
How was the break? Did you break? Did you have a Kit Kat bar?
No.
Give you a break?
Snickers.
No. Snickers. Oh, what was your snack today? New segment. Andrew Snacks.
What is it?
I had 3 cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks. What do you mean by
brought
cheese
3
sticks?
cheese sticks? I've never eaten more than 1 cheese stick at a time.
What? You're a fucking.
I had
not
when
a
I was
person.
like 7.
You're not a
First
person.
of all, they're called string cheese.
String cheese.
So you had 3 strings.
String cheese sticks.
And what is this Snapple?
Snapple.
I didn't even know
raspberry
they still
iced
made
tea.
Snapple.
Ooh, what's the fact?
What is the
Real fact, number 968. Negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit is the same temperature as negative 40 degrees Celsius.
Whoa!
Oh, shit, wow.
What? Wait, let me see that.
That's the line where they both equal out.
Wait, how does that work?
Yeah,
Math?
because they're not the same. The degrees aren't worth the same.
But Snapple facts aren't actual facts. Like, they're bullshit.
No, I'm really trying to think about
No.
that. How is it? Just
Bullshit.
what is it?
It's just
they just so happen to line up.
Well, what's that? If 2 non-parallel lines,
you're right.
will eventually cross at
You're right,
some
you're
point,
right,
So
you're right,
that's the idea.
That's exactly. Wow, Drew, exactly.
Dude, that was like
it.
a math.
That was very insightful.
I only remember because it's visual.
I
I couldn't tell you. I can't. If I had to divide a big number with a little number on paper, I wouldn't be able to do it right now.
You really just helped me out with that though. Like that really visualized.
Well, it's one of those things. Like
man.
I see it in my head. Like I know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I found that if you focus on the mental, if you have a mental image like that, to try to focus on that, and it becomes easier to describe.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what
more
I'm saying?
tangible in a small way, maybe. Like if it's just visual.
Because I've always had problems with, obviously, because I constantly contradicting myself and being a hypocrite of just saying things, because it's hard for me to like think of something, log it, and then say it later. I have to say it. That's why I fucking talk over you guys so much, because if I don't say it then I'll forget.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I gotta say that weird edit that I had to make in the last episode. I'm sorry about that.
That
also,
was
it
why
was
did you
so.
It was important.
It was important. It was like
that's what I was trying. Like while you were explaining it the second time, I was trying to like get you to say it. Without it making. I was like, oh, how did you see it on the upstairs TV?
I realized when I'm talking during this podcast, it's exhausting because I'm constantly yelling over you two.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Yeah. That's me. That's both of us.
No, it's both of us.
But
I get it, Michael.
I can tell I've listened to
we have to be
ones.
that.
I'm way worse. I'm trying to actively like be listening.
Yeah.
Because once you start listening, then you're actually active in the conversation and not just saying stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's important. I guess.
Well, it
But
is.
yeah, it's
So Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. His uncle was Francis Ford Coppola.
Yep.
I don't think that's
true.
I think most people know that.
I didn't know that.
Surprised.
You didn't? Oh, well, maybe my just weird group of friends always says
Yeah,
that
I mean
over and over
we're
again.
fucking movie nerds.
Yeah.
Of course we know shit like that.
Because we're
My last note on here is when a knife is thrown at you, just stand and scream. There's nothing you can do.
The camera move. That was goddamn.
He has a fucking gun.
Yeah.
He has legs. You just move a little to the left. Miss.
Yeah, most people just like quickly duck.
Well, how
awkwardly.
I mean,
fucking-
I still don't think he'd move quick enough.
That guy was in fucking Vietnam or whatever. Maybe he wasn't in Vietnam. He's not old enough.
Desert Storm.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And no one ever threw a knife at him. He was like, "What is this?" like he's never had to face that before. Like my only weakness, a fucking knife thrown at my face.
Knife to the throat.
I hate that shit. Like I love that.
I love the corny action zoom from the camera
It's
is the
the
knife,
knife point of view,
and it
right?
goes straight to the guy
That-
screaming. Ah!
Well, that's a
that
rip.
was the
I mean, it's
best.
not a rip, but like the first Evil Dead is.
I was just about to say that. That
famous
really reminded me
shot.
of Evil Dead.
But in that's there, I love my favorite like or whatever parody of that thing is in Austin Powers.
Oh yeah.
With the fucking the steamroller and Will Ferrell is just or no, it's not Will Ferrell. It's what's his name from Matt TV.
Well, that's
Michael
actually a
McDonald.
reference to. You guys ever seen A Fish Called Wanda? The famous
No.
British comedy. It's really good. It's got a few of the people from Monty Python,
I have
Michael
heard of it.
Palin and John Cleese.
Cleese.
My old roommate suggested it to me.
I know of it, right?
It's really funny, but there's a scene where a guy's literally stuck in concrete that like is drying and he can't move and he's getting
Oh, nice. That's
hilarious.
amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, that's such a fucking.
I would let you guys borrow that. I have that on
Yeah.
DVD.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
That's such a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very
Absurd.
Yeah.
Absurdist shit. Which
So-
is Monty Python, yeah.
back to The Rock.
The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson.
You
Green
made that joke
smoke in
twice.
the end.
I
That's
know I did.
another reference to The Office, I think.
Green
smoke in
smoke.
the end means go ahead and stop. Go ahead and stop. Don't bomb us. Right?
But then, can't.
Yeah. Like, oh, oops.
Oh, right at the last second.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know what's funny? Like, they actually...
Wait, why is it a reference to The Office? Sorry.
Doesn't Michael Scott there's a scene. This is a very small reference.
The
There's
Office,
a scene where he's like filing, and green means things that you need to stop because it's like go ahead and stop.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I forgot about that. God damn it, that's so good.
Also, Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack to this movie.
Oh, really?
No, the soundtrack is pretty bad.
Actually, I was about to make a note of that. This would be a 3 out of 5 movie if it didn't have any music. If it had no music, trying to get you to feel something, like an intense moment. If it was just... God damn it, so many movies actually would be better movies if they didn't have fucking cliche songs over parts where you're already sort of what's gonna happen.
The score and that Michael Bay moving camera shit is the same
fucking orbital camera that he has where it's like on a dolly swinging around the scene like
it's always for that like hero rising to the occasion moment because it's like from bottom up turning around while they're rising.
What shoes are he wearing? That's who the guy is. Oh, and we're looking at his face now. Damn, he's a hero.
Well, it's a lot of the time they're rising out of frame, just like their bust. They had it with Nick Cage, and that right then is like his hero moment, and that's when he's like, I gotta do this shit. You know? But, what was I... Fuck, I had to correct you.
No, you didn't.
What were we talking about? Just
Hans Zimmer, maybe?
Score. Oh, I was saying that like the Michael Bay shot and the scores in movies, things like that, are the equivalent to like a laugh track on a sitcom.
I completely agree.
It's guiding the audience, telling you what you need to feel. Right.
We had a conversation about that. What sitcoms were? Yeah, and I was like, sitcoms are studio things with laugh tracks, and you're like, no, sitcoms can be The Office. Do you remember that conversation?
Situation comedy, no, but I'm sure I had it.
Yeah, I talked to you about this. Because I was defending, like, modern day sitcoms are still...
Okay.
All it means is a comedy set in a place.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that was right.
What is your... Like, clearly state the stance that you have.
That a sitcom is a studio audience with a laugh track. And that's what everyone understands them as.
No, that's
Louis is a sitcom.
Louis is there's The Office.
There are ways to say comedy show without saying sitcom. There are different ways of describing things.
No, it's because like a situation comedy is like you understand the situation and the comedy comes out of that.
That's getting a little too literal. No one's thinking of the literal situation comedy.
But you're asking me to define it, and I'm defining it.
I didn't ask you. I was just saying he asked me.
You're talking. I mean, you're condensing the meaning of sitcom to what was known as like a live filmed multiple camera.
I'm not the one trying to
convince
you
are.
it. I'm saying
most of the world understands what a sitcom actually is.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that people's understanding of sitcom is
right,
King
but it
Queens
can be more than that.
It can be, but I'm trying to say
it is more than
people's understanding.
People's understanding.
When you say sitcom, you think of fucking Seinfeld.
But think about this situation. The sitcoms, the first ones, back in the day, Mary Tyler Moore Show, I Love Lucy, stuff like that. Yes, but it's just multi-camera. Usually following a family or a group of people,
stage perspective,
and they go to a job, and a lot of the work or the comedy comes from their job or their relationship.
But it's always the same sets.
But it's always the same sets, and that's why. So I guess
it was a formula.
But nowadays,
success.
they don't have to be on sets.
Oh, I get that.
They could be moving. Girls is a sitcom. It's set in a city, but it's like following characters. It's a very broad blanket term. It just means comedy on TV. In my mind.
Sitcom or a situation comedy originated in radio. And it's centered on characters who share a common environment.
Boom.
Yeah.
So it's really broad. It could be anything.
Yeah, it is broad, but
this is a situation comedy.
This
podcast is a sitcom.
There are like not cultural words. There's a cultural understanding associated with certain phrases or words.
But it's a negative understanding because of all the shit that people were shown for so long.
Shitcoms.
And nowadays, like, people are deconstructing.
I don't think you should also generalize. What we think of is hard to watch because they have, they're filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Right.
The comedies we love would not exist without that. And
sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I think
there's
like,
a modern progression.
It's
not modern, but there's a progression.
I'm thinking
that
of
needed to
things
happen.
like
I'm not thinking
King of Queens, Everybody Loves
Oh,
Raymond.
those are good ones. Like,
Well,
I think
I'm saying
good.
the good ones are the OG, I Love Lucy, obviously that's not even OG.
Oh, that's super. Yeah.
But Laverne and Shirley, those things were in All in the Family. Roseanne.
When I think of shitty sitcoms,
Fucking
I'm not
Roseanne.
thinking of the
Cheers.
older ones, like during
Cheers.
the.
I love Cheers.
The golden era of fucking.
This is
studio
a hair
audience.
club for sitcoms.
Yeah.
We talk about our favorite
I've actually
sitcoms.
thought it would be fun to do a show just about sitcoms,
Yeah,
where we
we
just
talked
like
about
pick
that.
a different.
It's probably a better idea.
No, not a better.
Not
idea.
than this show, but than
God,
the
no.
other TV
Who would
show
fucking
we have.
listen to that show?
Everybody. Who listens to this show? Nobody.
Everybody.
Who gives a shit?
No,
We're
I'm
doing it
just-
because it's fun. Fuck it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
but how fun would it?
So The Rock. My
Anyway.
first note is stress with 9 S's.
stress.
That's pretty much the main.
Yeah, I do. I like
point of
that
this movie.
the opening scene where they're like they have to disarm the bomb.
Oh yeah, I was a little
Chamber.
confused about that. I must have not paid attention to some setup for that scene, but I thought they were simulating something. I thought they were training for a situation, and then all of a sudden it's a real situation.
Well, maybe they just didn't think there was a bomb, but they had to go through the protocol as if there were a bomb.
Yeah.
Just like how we treat every
They were
abandoned bag at the
They were in
airport,
a really fucking crazy high tech room though. Where was this? Was this a
What are you
training
talking about?
facility?
Where they broke into?
No. The beginning
the-
scene.
like the-
Nicolas Cage is
yeah.
fucking first scene basically.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
When he's
It's like a
the
military
baby,
lab.
yeah. But I thought they were just training at an academy somewhere or something like that.
No, they were.
How did that box get into that thing without blowing up in the first place?
Because they had a bomb squad with it. How do bombs not explode?
No, I'm saying
The bomb was activated by that fucking idiot shaking that baby doll.
I get that part, but they got a call. They were like, "Oh, crazy situation. Someone left a bomb somewhere." But why didn't they go to that place to disarm it? Why? How the fuck did it
Why
get
did they
into
bring
that?
it to the place? Because it was an aerosol gas, and if it got into the air, it could kill people around. So they would rather bring it to the place where it's contained.
No, I
Right?
get
That's
that,
the
but I mean,
idea.
most bomb situations are so volatile, and you can't
They
move the
handle it
bomb.
there.
They handle it there. So
Well, I don't know. It didn't fit
whatever.
the narrative of the movie.
I guess.
Well, it was like a crate that was shipped by some other government to as posing as an aid.
oh, and they
crate.
caught it on the way
Yeah.
Okay.
to
So
its
it wasn't-
destination.
yeah.
I see. Okay, that makes more sense.
All right. Well, do we
makes
have
more
anything
sense.
else to talk about? With
Yes,
The
we do.
Rock?
Yes, we do.
Jesus.
I know, not really. I
Really?
mean,
Lens flares?
no.
No,
Pretty
that's
lens
not a
flare.
Michael Bay thing.
Oh, it is. Fuck you. It's a
No,
JJ
you know
thing,
what a
but-
Michael Bay thing is colored light.
Yeah. Very vibrant,
situation room colored light, fucking
Everything-
blue.
Red, green, blues,
Yeah.
really bright.
Everything
For no reason.
everyone's sweaty and everything looks like it's in a desert.
Also, do you know why certain military rooms have those red lights to instead of white lights, fluorescent lighting everything up, they have red lights. The only time they do that are mostly on military ships, and it's so that soldiers' eyes have a time to adjust to darkness outside.
Oh, because red light doesn't.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and it's only at nighttime. They'll have regular
Or it's
lights on
like
during
when
the
the
daytime.
power
Yeah.
But
goes
if they're
out,
on-
they have those emergency lights. So they're the
Yeah,
red
so that
lights.
they can see in the darkness, without
Interesting.
having to adjust. Yeah,
Interesting.
Huh.
strategic. Michael Bay uses it whenever they're in a room, even if
Yeah.
it's daylight hours outside.
Well, it
So
helps
fuck him.
your... I don't
And
know.
it's blue light too. That is probably the most.
That is
blinding.
one of the most confusing things about this movie. I think the entire timeline is only supposed to be they steal it. You don't know when they steal that VX gas.
Yeah.
But then it's they take over Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
I think it's only supposed to be 1 day.
They say
You know,
40
There's
hours.
no way.
Oh, it's 40 hours.
They say we'll give you 40 hours.
Yeah, but
Fuck,
it's
there's
definitely.
no
out.
fucking way.
Whatever
But
the
it's
fuck
so
it
much
says.
shit happens in that time.
Yeah. That is a problem that this movie had when we were talking about it before, where that big car chase thing and the haircut scene and just talking to Sean Connery's dude in general. It took an hour of the fucking movie, and then we finally,
By the way,
Ed
here's our plot,
Harris is
by
still
the
in this
way.
movie. Yeah.
That's that was something. Sean Connery. Sean Connery, where they take him out of jail. That is the fucking exact same scene as in Boondock
I was
Saints.
just about to say that. Yeah.
And I didn't realize how blatant of a ripoff. That whole just concept of
Yeah.
taking this guy
Boondock Saints. Yeah.
out to handle this shit.
Was that?
But he was at
Wait,
this.
Boondock Saints came out after.
Yeah, 90. 99, 2000.
Okay, never mind. I thought maybe.
But the way he looks, it's like he's a
Irish,
a UK guy. Well, where
he's got the Scottish accent.
They're both Scots.
Yeah.
That long white hair. But maybe that's what old Scots look like.
No, fuck you. It's clearly a blatant
I get
steal.
it.
You're right. Yeah.
Do you guys know where the name Alcatraz came from?
It's a bird.
It's a bird.
Okay. I didn't know that. It's a pelican. Yeah, and this was originally called the Island of the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both knew. Like,
it did actually.
I don't know
San Francisco,
how I knew.
Well, it goes hand in hand. San Francisco is like a very.
I was thinking of
coastal,
though.
Albatross.
Well, they're probably similar. In
Alcatraz.
Same root
family.
Word.
Yeah.
Al.
Mm-hmm. Same family. Birds are cats or dogs?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, cats or dogs.
That's actually right, though.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs are cats or dogs.
You're wrong about everything else.
You know, that's interesting. If I can't have a cop out like they're dinosaurs.
Yeah, if you can't have a cop out.
I would say
that's
cats.
the whole point.
I would say cats because that's their mortal enemy, and they're not dogs.
Okay.
They're two.
Dinosaurs are cats.
Dinosaurs are cats. Well, birds are cats because
birds are. Okay. No.
You can't just break it down.
No, but
cats hate birds.
Hate birds.
You can't. Exactly. But they're more unpredictable. Birds are very unpredictable. Cats are very unpredictable.
That's true.
Dogs are not unpredictable usually.
Okay, so
but you can't just say all dinosaurs are one or the other because they're all individual animals.
They're different kinds.
For example,
of
I would say a Tyrannosaurus, probably a dog.
Dog, yeah, alpha male.
And then a Triceratops, probably a dog.
Yeah, definitely dog.
Raptor,
cat.
Probably a cat.
Probably cat.
Because of size.
Yeah.
Talking real raptors, not
claws.
Jurassic Park raptor.
And just viciousness.
I'm talking little turkey raptor, not fucking giant
turkey.
Delicious little turkey.
Oh, that's another thing I need to write down. Yeah. Can I have your pen?
Oh god.
Actually, I'll just remember it. Fuck it. Anyway.
Don't write it. It's fine.
Are we getting close, or should we keep talking?
No.
I don't know where. I don't know where.
we're talking. You guys got to keep talking, but
we can't leave the audience hanging.
I think
on
it's about time.
For what?
For the
quiz.
All right. So
Andrew
it's my
got his first quiz.
Great. It's my first legitimate pick, not courtesy pick.
Yeah.
You
better make
or sympathy pick.
Sympathy pick is really what it is.
All right.
I'll bet it's another Disney movie.
No. Actually, that's my first note. This is not a typical Andrew pick.
Oh, all right. Coming from left field.
Think outside the Andrew pick.
All right.
I have never picked this director, but this is a director that I like. Okay.
Vague.
I'm trying to keep it vague just so we can keep it going because I'm gonna start getting into some spoiler ones here.
So not okay.
We've talked about it. I've talked about this movie to you both before.
Pulp Fiction.
No.
This
Lord
of the Rings.
No. It's one of these days. The actress. Oh shit! Should I say that? Is that PC? I don't care. The actor.
The actress. That's a fucking word, man.
The lady.
Yeah.
The dame Jessica Chastain is in this movie. One of her early movies, not super early, but before she was A-lister, I think.
I actually can't picture who Jessica Chastain is.
Oh, she was Murph, grown-up Murph in Interstellar.
Murph.
Hey,
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh yeah, also this is an Interstellar.
Hey Murph. Hey Murph.
Shut up. The director, I don't know if either of you know this director, Terrence Malick.
I've never met him.
Never met him.
Never met him. Oh, that's a surprise to me. I thought you would have known him.
Terrence Malick.
That name's familiar for sure.
Terrence Malick.
Is this
we've talked
Melancholia?
No.
No, that's Lars von Trier.
No.
Oh, okay. What did Terrence Malick do?
We will find out.
We're gonna see one.
That sounds so familiar.
Semi-religious themed movie. Quasi.
I feel like he does real serious shit.
He does. He does very abstract shit as well. Abstract as fuck.
The Life of Pi.
No. You're kind of getting close there. Life is a general theme in this movie.
Okay.
Also might be part of the title. Incoherent timeline. Brad Pitt is also a part of this movie.
Okay.
Since you don't know what it is yet, also, oh god damn it, what's the actor's name? Sean Penn, also in this movie.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now, Dinosaurs are featured in this movie to throw you for a loop.
Is this The Fountain?
No. No, you're getting close with the idea,
okay.
though. You're getting close with the idea.
That was a pretty good movie. I don't remember who the lead was in that.
Benjamin Button.
No.
Dinosaurs.
No. Dinosaurs are strangely featured in this movie. This was very strange. It was Oscar nominated also, by the way.
Shit, I just wish I could think of one movie that Terrence Malick
I wish I could look up the year.
Because I know some
at
of
least,
his movies.
It was 2009 or 2010. I forget exactly which one.
Terrence
Malick. I'm gonna start getting into just giving
What's
away
another
stuff.
movie Terrence Malick directs? Can I get that? Is that are we allowed to ask questions?
That movie about what's his name? God damn it, Colin Firth. Or no, Colin
King's
Farrell.
Speech?
Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell coming to America during Vikings finding America. I forget the name.
Alexander?
No, that's not it. Damn.
Pocahontas.
No, that's not it either.
Oh.
Damn, I'm forgetting of the
That's
movie.
a Pocahontas.
Anyway, it's not.
But the one's about Vikings up north, and they're
It's just not gonna help. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you. Anyway,
The New World.
Tree Huggers.
Tree of Life.
Yes. Yes, that's it. He got it.
I don't even know that movie. I was really just saying words.
You're saying it? Alright, sweet.
Is it animated?
No.
Oh.
It's a live action movie.
What am I
Life.
thinking of something else?
Oh wait, I remember this one. Terrence Malick. Yeah. He does very okay.
All right.
Cool.
Here,
It is.
so that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Michael got it.
All right.
Michael got it.
Yeah, you're one away from me, sir.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
891.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh well, we can talk about this next.
What
time.
was it called? Well, The New World. That's what I was trying to fucking think of. The New World.
Yeah,
I said The New World.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Never
said
mind.
Pocahontas, and that's
Didn't I also say The New World?
I don't know. He did the Thin Red Line as well. So he actually kind of reuses actors in a way.
okay.
I think Sean Penn was in. Oh no, Sean Penn wasn't in that movie.
I think I've wanted to see this for a long time.
Is it on Netflix?
No.
I feel like I've seen it on
It
something.
might be on Netflix, actually. I haven't checked.
All right.
This is one of my favorite,
I'm guessing this is a comedy.
No, it's not.
It's like a fantasy kind of.
No, it's the best way I described it is it's like a movie. It's a poem turned into a movie. It's like it's nothing linear.
art.
It's nothing linear. It's pure
Okay.
sort of
Little stories.
it's like felt. It's a felt. It's a movie you're supposed to feel, and if you have no connection to it, then you're gonna hate it. But the reason I like this is because it struck multiple chords with my childhood.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
multiple.
How long
it's
is
supposed to.
How long is it?
I'd say it's about an hour 50 maybe.
Can we get the IMDb official time?
Yeah, let's get.
I
IMDb.
somehow lost the page.
That's the wrong page. I don't think you were on.
No, I thought I had it
page.
open, but
Well, all right, cool.
I have a feeling you'll like it.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, and we'll find out what I feel.
Find out, yeah. I know a lot of people who do not.
139 minutes.
Oh, okay,
So,
not that long.
2 hours, 19 minutes.
Not that long.
That's math.
Cool. I've been doing a lot of math today, real quick too. I'm
Yeah.
smart as fuck, guys.
Dude, it must be that haircut.
My haircut? I haven't had a haircut in a while. I do it myself though. They say smart people cut their own hair.
Yeah.
I just said that actually. I'm the only one. That
Smart
says
people say that smart people cut their own hair.
it. Yeah. People that think they're smart say that smart people
Yeah.
that cut their own hair say that they're
This also has one of my favorite, just like staging effects that not many movies do.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Anyway,
So do I get to pick another one?
Yeah.
no, Drew should pick.
No. We're going. Well, I think we should really truly stick to the rules.
I'm saying this because I'm never gonna get another one.
You can't. You have. That means that what we're talking about before. The lines, the non-parallel lines will always cross one another. So
you
it
just
means
needed 26 practice runs.
yeah, or whatever. Well, actually,
Now you
27
got it.
because lost
Yeah.
episode Tootsie.
Yeah.
that's true. Oh, God.
So we're good.
I wish you would have won.
I won
the
on
Tootsie
the
one,
Tootsie episode.
but we wouldn't have counted in the official count. That
would've been
episode that
funny.
exists.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Actually, I did win.
Hey, I got a hair plug. You guys ever seen Batteries Not Included, 1987 sci-fi family film?
Why would I have seen that?
It's great. I
Robots?
just watched it like 2 nights ago because it's on Netflix now. It's really good.
Another hair plug related to that. Short Circuit 2. one of the most Short Circuit, I guess, won.
Yeah.
Super racist. White
Very
dude playing that
white
Indian.
guy playing well.
Mm-hmm.
I do it. Like I didn't imagine this, so I didn't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, but you vocalized it. That's your
What's so bad about that?
You just let it go. You just let it go. Every other guilty white
It was
just pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to deal with it somehow.
Face life, man.
Face the music.
I guess I'm saying, did it bother you?
No, it didn't bother me. I was amazed at it. I was like, I thought people made this up, but he's doing it. Like, I thought people conjured it about...
Conjured it. The same way they conjured how the moon landing was fake, and also...
That's not true. I wish there was a way to talk about it without sounding racist, but there is no way.